This is Drop Tent Media Network.
The old saying goes, if you don't work, you don't eat. Well, there's a new saying for the new generation. You either grind or starve. Established in 2015, Grind or Starve Apparel has become the premier fashion brand for today's hustlers, entrepreneurs, and CEOs in the making. The online store provides groundbreaking styles and innovative designs for today's go-getters, proving that you can grind and look good at the same time. Grind or Starve has several collections to choose from. The new GOS Luxury, Designer, Location Apparel, rep your city to the fullest, Fitness, Barber Edition, Stylist Edition, and Baker's Edition. Go to gosapparel.com the next time you need a hoodie, polo, G-shirts, bags, all made with the best quality materials. Grind or Starve. The choice is yours. Go to gosapparel.com. High IQ basketball with Brian Isley and Raymond Byrd. What's going on, bro?
I'm gonna go for like a quadruple double.
Welcome to another edition of High IQ basketball with Brian Isley and Raymond Byrd. I'm Brian Isley. That's Raymond Byrd. Neil's in the house. And we got Kahlil. He back with his shades on. This guy never has it. I don't think he has an episode yet where he doesn't wear shades.
It's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
Can't show up without them.
Why?
It's my image. You heard?
Okay, it's your image. All right. Okay. All right. We're gonna get into the first quarter. Y'all know how it goes. And we got a new scoreboard. So now we get individually scored. So that means I don't know what that means. Neil's still gonna be putting up false scores. It don't matter. But whoever has the most points at the end of the game wins. We treat it like a game, four topics, 4 quarters, and we start with quarter number 1. We're in the second round. We're about 3 games in. Second round, so that means first round is over and teams have been eliminated, which means there's some adjustments that need to be made. And I guess we'll start with Phoenix, because Phoenix just hired former Bucks coach Mike Budenholzer to a 5-year deal. Ray, is that the beginning of something good in Phoenix, or is it more of the same?
I mean, he's a championship coach, so I guess it has to be a level of respect there from the players. But I mean, Phoenix as a whole I guess the question is do you keep it the same? Do you move off of KD? Does somebody request a trade, or do you just chalk it up to, they need more time in regards to trying to gel? You know what I mean? I don't know. I think when it first happened, I think the rumors was going around was, Book want to go to New York, KD went out, blah, blah, blah. But, with the hiring of Budenholzer, that kind of might be the thing that kind of keep them together, kind of run it back.
I don't know, because Frank Vogel's a championship coach. So
Fact.
what does he if he ain't bring shit?
Well, I think Frank was a defensive minded coach.
No, right.
Budenholzer is more of an offensive minded coach, and that might go well with the kind of team they got. They got a team that probably needs to look trying to outscore you versus trying to be a top 5 defensive team.
And that's not going to happen. I think the problem that they still have is like, you got another championship coach in Budenholzer, and that's good. I don't think he's going to last the 5 years of that contract. And part of the reason is because they don't have a point guard still. They're not going to have.
They find a serviceable.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
I think they'll find.
I was going to mention first.
A backup kind of guy. He'll start, but he won't be a top tier point guard. They just need somebody to be able to get him into an offense,
right.
Take the ball out of Book's hands so he can focus buckets.
So it's more personnel than it is coaching staff.
I mean, I think so, because why do you blame coaches so much? Like,
because coaches are expendable.
I mean, it matters. It matters. The coaching obviously matters, but when you have a star power that they have, I'm not blaming the coach, bro. Like, not to a certain extent. Obviously the coach takes some blame, but when you got those 3 guys, granted, they didn't play a lot of games together. They weren't really fully healthy like that.
Right.
So I want to see them like fully healthy throughout the whole season.
I think somebody brought it. It was like, this is the healthiest KD and Book have been in a long time.
But Bill missed a lot.
Yeah, Bill missed a lot, but Bill always misses time. They're all injury prone, and you had 2 of the 3 play a good portion of the season. They both gave you 70+ games, and you still found yourself in this.
So you don't think the Mavs with him? Because they really didn't find like a groove with him.
I agree
with them 3 together in the lineup, and then you're trying to have Book play the 1. That took kind of away from his scoring. You know what I mean? Kind of the scoring dropped from what he averaging 36 last year in the playoffs.
30.
Something
he
like
made
that.
The playoffs last year, but he averaged 30. But he missed a lot of time last year too.
He was talking about Book.
I'm talking about Book.
Book got busy. Yeah,
in the playoffs last year, he's one of the best players in the league, right?
Right.
Like playoff wise. Now this year, changed his game up.
So here's a question for you: like, what do you if you're the GM, you keeping everything the same and running it back and trying to go find you a vet point guard, or are you trying to move something?
Man, they got like B said. I agree with point guard. They got a vet. You don't need to necessarily need a star point guard, but I feel like you just need like what's the next name? You need like a vet, like Mike Conley type of vet. You need one of them.
So I don't think they can afford that though. They in that second threshold of this new salary cap thing where they can't make no trades. They can't unless money work out perfectly. They got to find somebody that's a free agent taking vet minimal money type. Like
they stuck.
Yeah,
but you can find that though.
Would you trade one of them 3? Is it possible to trade?
That's what I was asking. Like, do you move off of one of them? Because they all making like $50 million a year.
You got
45, 50.
Well, who really gonna want Brad though?
That's the one you stuck with. And you don't want to move Booker.
You don't want to move those 2.
Yeah. It sounds like they stuck.
Bill got the Westbrook deal now, where you gotta attach shit to him and get off of him. You gotta give up a first round pick, to get rid of the Bill contract.
Yeah, I seen something with that you mentioned the Knicks with D Book. I seen something with it had like D Book, and then it had mad shit. It had like DiVincenzo, then it had Josh, then it had somebody else, and like mad picks. I was like, bro, there's no way. If I'm the Knicks, I ain't giving that up.
You wouldn't?
No,
not for Book.
No.
Not to pair Book with
no. You already got a ball dominant point guard. Why you gonna bring Book in there?
Yeah, I was telling B. I know we off topic now, but who do you put next to Brunson? Brunson's so ball dominant. What can work next to him?
It ain't Book.
It's not Book.
It definitely ain't Book.
You don't move Book to New York, especially for all that.
Like, but I feel like if he had the personnel, I think he'll adjust to the type of play. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think he'll adjust. If you have somebody like, if you say you got a high level 2 guard next to him, I'm pretty sure you're not gonna just play. He has to play the way he's playing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if you get somebody else, I feel like, all right, boom. Now you're going.
Is Budenholzer an improvement from Vogel?
I think so.
Isn't that like a lateral move?
I don't think Frank was ever highly regarded, even though he won a championship.
I think Brian got him that, right?
Yeah, Brian got him that.
Giannis got Budenholzer his.
But they had a string of success that led up to that championship. They built up to that.
Yeah.
Frank just showed up, and AD and Brian was there.
The Bucks are kind of a stupid franchise.
Why you say that?
They had the stupidest move this year, firing
Griffin.
Firing
Budenholzer.
But no, for Doc. Remember they fired Boy for Doc.
But listen, man, don't get me off on a tangent. You know, I know how I feel about that shit.
Yeah, I remember that. We a couple episodes back.
And you saw what happened. Yeah. Everything fall apart. Basketball guys don't play that shit. You're not supposed to, like, listen, I ain't even gonna go into that. I'm not gonna go into that. Lakers. What do the Lakers do?
What you think?
Wholesale everything. Get them the fuck out
gotta
of
get
LA.
Them out of there.
They gotta go.
You gotta go get one.
You gotta go get
somebody, right? Yeah, you gotta go get Trey. You gotta go get.
I think defensively they cool. I think they need another big though.
I don't
play in the 5, right?
I don't like that. I'm seeing reports that the Lakers are essentially now at Bron's mercy as far as terms go.
I like that.
Why would you not be?
That's respect. I like that.
You gotta have respect. I'm not a mercenary. I don't bounce from team to team. I'm a Lakers fan.
I mean, he played all NBA level basketball.
Yeah, and he
you
also
got an
said,
all league or all NBA player on your squad. You every team is at the mercy.
And
of
the
that
reports are saying that he's got 2 to 3 years left.
Right, and that's all he wanted. All you can give him is a 3-year deal.
And then what happens after that? For the Lakers,
he retires, and then
for him individually, he rides off into the sunset. What happens to the Lakers' future? I'm a Lakers fan.
So
that's
what
I'm
always
concerned
happens
with.
when you have a great player and they retire. You usually suck unless you got a young dude waiting behind you.
You don't want them to build again.
Lakers have to learn from their past mistakes. They gave the world to an aging, ailing Kobe, and it took Bron and AD and 6 years of purgatory to get back to where we needed to be as a franchise. I don't want to go through that shit again.
But every team
But you a real fan of that actual franchise. Everybody follow players instead of being
exactly.
But
my
every
point.
team goes to San Antonio had a crazy run. Then Tim Duncan retires,
and now
you lose Kawhi.
Right
now you got to rebuild it. Everybody goes through that.
The Lakers go through rebuilding phases, but the Lakers never been bottom of the barrel. When Kobe was done, they were the worst team in basketball.
When Kobe was there, they were the worst team in basketball.
I get
exactly my point.
I get what you're saying, though.
Don't give this man the world if we're gonna be first round exit.
So you're saying when he's done, when it's all said and done, they the Wizards.
Pretty much, yeah. Until we lure somebody, because the Lakers don't win.
LA though, B.
The Lakers don't win by draft.
I'm just saying
the Lakers win by.
They're gonna be able to pay stars.
Right. The Lakers win via free agency or trades. We're gonna have to lure somebody in. That takes time.
So how do you lure somebody in? You lure somebody in by having a LeBron. You get AD because LeBron's there. You're gonna get a star this all season because LeBron and AD are there.
I feel like
LeBron ain't gonna hurt that.
My fault. I feel like in my opinion, that city itself sells itself.
Mm-hmm.
It's LA. It's one of the biggest markets out. So why you think it'd be hard to get somebody?
Nobody was willing to team up with aging Kobe. Everybody waited for him to leave.
I'm talking about after LeBron's done. I'm talking about. That's what we talking about, right?
People wait until the guy who's running the franchise leaves, and then they pull up. I'm saying leave now, so we can start over again now. The sooner the better.
They're still going to be a team to reckon with.
There's still going to be a team that's going to get bounced and sent home
first round.
So they go into the offseason and make a acquisition and grab a high level player that team up a Donovan Mitchell or Trae Young. You think that's the case? I think they in the mix.
How many times have we had this summer conversation of we hope that we get somebody? Listen, how many times? Say with me. How many times have we had this conversation? Oh, we gonna get Buddy Hield. We gonna get Miles Turner. We gonna get Kyrie. Have any of them put on purple and gold?
Agreed. But we also going off a conference finals last year. They made the playoffs this year. I mean, you ain't gonna win it every year. You just want to be in the mix.
We don't even win the free agency. It's been times where you've called me up. These motherfuckers ain't do shit again. You would be just as frustrated as I am about the lack of off-season acquisitions for the Los Angeles Lakers.
I thought they had a good offseason though. They just didn't land a big fish.
I don't think they had a good offseason.
Me got Christian Wood
Celtics
on the discount.
Season.
Right. I mean, they had a lot more to work with.
I'm just saying in terms of pickup wise, they had the best.
Yeah, they get bigger names. They had a lot.
And that was a team that was already like a contender type team. And they added.
Right. All I'm saying is
those two.
LA isn't the market for losing horribly at a Kobe's last year, 17 wins, and then missed the playoffs for the next 3 years. Then Bron comes and he revitalized the franchise, but I'm appreciative of that. It's been 6 years since he's been there. It's his second longest run outside of its first Cleveland stint. So but it's been no playoffs, it's been no playoffs, championship, first round exit, no playoffs, Western Conference Finals, first round exit. Great.
He got you 3. Yeah, he got to win multiple. What's he supposed to do?
He got multiple in Miami. He got one in Cleveland. I'm cool with the one.
It's sometimes luck.
It's been a lot of books.
Sometimes it's luck. Injuries played a part in that too. It wasn't just always talent.
We're gonna have bad luck all the time. like shit. And then the one time we do strike gold, don't nobody count that. No one counts that. Oh, you got that Mickey Mouse ring, that bubble chip. Oh, they don't count that. The one time we do succeed, nobody give a shit. Am I right? I think I'm right. We headed into the second quarter. It's a double. Well, it's not really a double header. One game's at 3:30. The other one's at 8:30. It's the Mavs and OKC at 3:30. Game 3. Who you got?
They saying Luka is questionable for the night.
Oh man,
really?
Yeah, that's what I already questioned because of that knee sprain. Luka out, they getting smoked. When Luka right, I think they win the series.
I don't got them getting smoked even if he out though. I got Kyrie getting 40.
Yeah,
with Luka out. Kyrie's playing great basketball.
Kyrie playing great
last game. Last game he had
defensively
8.
and everything.
Last game he had 8,
9 and 11.
8,
9 points, 11 assists.
8.
It don't matter, yo. That's still single digits. That's not
that's not good. But he played a good all around basketball game though. He guarded.
Right, he did. His guarding.
It ain't just about you can't just look at the numbers. You got to look at the play.
Kyrie's a scorer.
You're right.
He's a scorer. So when he put up single digits, he didn't play Kyrie level basketball.
Scoring wise,
right? He doing the other things. I agree with you there, but I think if Luka out, OKC is very well rounded.
That should be
9 points. So Kahlil was right. Hey, you know what you gotta do, Neil. But it's
I gotta be honest, I love this new scoreboard.
But at the end of the day, it's still single digits. Like that's not what Kyrie's there for. Kyrie ain't there for to distribute the ball and play excellent role player defense. And no. You there to get buckets, Kai. We know what you there for.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing with it. I'm just saying that he played a well-balanced game outside of what he's supposed to. He is supposed to be a second scorer, like you said, but he won.
Sometimes he's supposed to be the one, especially now that we know that Luka is not at 100%. I think Luka has no problem deferring to him, even when Luka is healthy.
Yeah, I feel like Luka be watching in amazement, like, yo.
I agree. I think Kyrie,
you could definitely get caught like watching him if you out there on the court,
right? Instead
of like moving or something.
Kyrie is one of those twos, like he's a one. You know what I mean? Like you got no problem with him being a one. Same thing with when he was with Brian in Cleveland. Like, go ahead,
give him the rock. Yeah,
go ahead, go off.
But I don't think have we ever seen Kyrie like play defense like this?
No,
consistently. I mean,
not consistent. I seen it that day when they played James Harden when he was in Philly, that first game in Philly.
Right, but I'm saying like he's doing this all playoffs. Like,
yeah, he
was
bought
on
in.
He was on Paul George. He was on.
Yeah, he bought in.
Harden locking him up.
I think it's personal with Harden.
It definitely is after the Brooklyn drink.
Yeah. I think that's personal. And you say you got OKC.
If he's compromised, I got OKC knocking him off. But if Luka can get right, I got Dallas in the conference finals.
Oh wow!
You're not even talking about the game. You just taking them. It's over.
If Luka right, I think they win the series.
Okay.
And you are the mindset because Luka's the best player on the floor.
I think they got Luka and Kyrie, and they just got Shea. They got Shea in a well-rounded team, but their 1 and 2 is better than their OKC's 1-2.
Okay.
I understand
what you're saying.
And that's true. Did you have that same feeling in the first round when they were playing the Clippers?
We also know that Kawhi played one game in that series too, right?
Why can't you just ask
Kawhi played 2 games and they lost both of them?
They lost both of them joints.
Yeah, Kawhi was compromised.
Yeah, that's more points you lose right there. You keep being wrong today.
We all know that Kawhi was compromised the entire playoffs.
Yeah, facts.
Pause, right?
You can harass the ref. I'm okay with harassing the ref, I think.
I'm just saying, that 2 best player stuff, you ain't had that same energy a couple weeks ago.
And when you had Clippers win?
I did.
Clippers got smoked.
They did get smoked.
I predicted it perfectly. I had Mavs in 6. That's why I'm the host.
Well, they didn't get smoke, but they put up a little bit of a He got knocked out.
Hopefully, SGA is slighted by not winning the MVP, and he turns it up a notch, and it makes for more. It's tied, so and I think Dallas should win, but I think SGA is gonna go. I think SGA gonna go crazy, and I think Chet's gonna have a good game too. I think OKC wins game 3. I think the series is gonna go 7 though.
7?
Yeah.
Game 7 at OKC. Like if Luka was healthy, Dallas knocks him off in 6, but depends on. He talking about he questionable for the night and all that stuff. You can tell he ain't moving right.
I think that tonight is going to determine
the whole series
if it goes 7. They got to win tonight for it to go
Dallas?
7. Yeah.
You think so?
If they lose tonight, it's a wrap.
Wow. Okay.
This is a scenario. If Dallas wins tonight, I got Dallas in 7.
Okay.
If OKC win tonight, if they up 3-1, right?
They'll be up.
I'm not my bad. It's tied right now. They'll be up
2-1. Yeah.
I got OKC in 6. If OKC win tonight. What you think?
Nah. I got it going 7.
Either way,
no matter who wins.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's a compelling matchup. I think both sides match up well, and I think it's gonna be a knockdown drag out for
the only reason I say
games.
that because
and Luka is compromised.
That's what I said. That's why I say it's OKC in 6. If that means that you tell you compromise. So.
But still, as a wounded dog, he's still out there rocking. He's still, you know what I mean?
I mean, if he's gonna play, period. That's what I mean.
Right. Okay. Now that if he's taken out of the equation,
because he said questionable, right?
Yeah, he's questionable for that.
Yeah, I got OKC winning tonight, regardless. Now it depends on whether Luka comes back. Then
okay, all right. So I'm gonna take Dallas then.
Yeah. Okay. And Cavs in Boston. I told you Boston was going to drop one at the crib.
Gentlemen.
Boston. You said gentlemen sweep 4-1.
They're gonna lock
in.
They
get the next 2 in Cleveland.
They're gonna lock in. I feel like
that's what they did the first round.
I feel like this might have been like a wake up call maybe for them.
Is it a wake up call? They 15-15 at home in the playoffs the last couple years. Is it a wake up call? They keep getting wake up calls. They ain't waking up.
But I'm saying this is a different roster though.
They are literally mid at home in the playoffs.
I think when you're better than another team,
you kind of play down a little bit.
You drop the
ball. But you can't lose by, what do you about 30? You can't lose.
They lost by 29.
Yeah,
they got
can't
smoked.
lose by 30, bro. That's wild.
Listen, would you be surprised if they win by 29 in Cleveland?
That's supposed to, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think they in the Eastern Conference, there's no one who can challenge.
Nah, they're not beating them out there.
Can't nobody challenge them.
D. Mitch is playing great basketball though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. Listen, man.
He's the best player in the series right now.
If that's part of the team's makeup where you drop games that you should win and it's bad, you're losing at home like that, and you're supposed to be head and shoulders above the fray. You saying you wouldn't be surprised if Boston blew them out in Cleveland, right? By 29. I wouldn't be surprised if Cleveland blew them out in Cleveland.
With no Jared Allen.
Right.
That makes it even worse, actually.
Well, no Porzingis.
No Porzingis too. Yeah, absolutely.
But this is like he said, they supposed to be
right. I mean, I agree with both of y'all. I just feel like it's no way Boston's getting out of this series. Boston's going to be in the finals. I think it's only one team that can really give them problems, and that's Denver, because of Joker. Outside of that, I think they smoking everybody.
Wait, Denver?
Yeah, I think
Denver got to work there, get out of this series.
Right. I'm just saying that's the one team I think because they're big that could get.
I got Wolves going to the finals.
I don't know, man. I think we go back to Denver 2-2.
You think Denver gets another one in Minnesota?
Yes. Yes. I think it was nothing to figure out. Murray just need to play better. Murray played better. They won. Murray, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I think that's just what it's going to be. Murray's going to play better.
That's also, they got that championship pedigree too, though.
Right. They ain't going to lay down.
Yeah, exactly. They're not going to just.
Yeah, that's cool.
I still got Wolves beating them in the series, though.
Yeah, so do I. How come it can't? You said it might have been a wake up call for Boston getting smacked in Boston by Cleveland. How come it can't be a wake up call for Minnesota getting smacked by Denver in Minnesota?
I think it's different because of the fact that Denver are who they are. They already accomplished. Boston is like right there, but they're not getting over the hump. So they gotta like win a chip. You know what I mean? So when you play a game like that, that's a big drop for you trying to have championship aspirations.
Is it fair to say that that's the reason they're not over the hump? Because of lapses like this?
Absolutely. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying, like, for Minnesota, it's not like what Denver did, I expected. We was hooping yesterday. I told my boys, like, watch Denver beat
Ray told me the same thing.
Denver going to beat them.
Yeah,
I knew that was going to happen.
They're desperate. You can't lose. You lose game 3, it's over. Really? They ain't losing game 3.
Yeah, Ray told me the exact same thing. I thought he was wrong, but he was 100% right about that. He said they was going. He told me exactly how it was going to happen too. He said Murray going to play better.
And they were 100% right about that.
He was right about. He was.
Yo, give me
because you never say you right.
Nah, that's not. No, that's not true. That's not true. It's what it is just he's just wrong more than he right. So it make it seem like I don't never give him props when he right. He's right.
Don't listen to this.
I'm saying he's right, but I think Minnesota they're gonna win.
They calling the game different. All that shit that they was doing, and they making those calls now, whack. And the series is about to be different. Denver's winning game 4. It's gonna go back 2-2. Denver's winning that series in 7.
So you can't play the same defense that you played in games 1 and 2 because the refs are calling the game different.
We've seen it forever. You was talking about it before. Phil Jackson during the Mike days. Phil Jackson going to the podium doing the post-game interview, complain about some missed calls, and very next game.
I don't think that should change the way you approach it defensively. The way you push the game.
And it compromises the integrity of the game. That's always BS.
Been. That's how it's been. You complain. One coach complains about, we didn't get this team shot this many more free throws than us, and all of a sudden the very next game, that problem's fixed.
I agree with you 100%. It's a real thing. It's happened for decades upon decades. What I'm saying is it's trash. It shouldn't happen. You shouldn't change the dynamics of the game of officiating to what? To even the playing field, to even the score, to make things level. That's trash. That's BS to me.
It happens at all levels though. Somebody goes, yo, look at the fouls. They got 10 fouls on them, and we
were they complaining?
Yes, they was crying.
I know the Knicks
was crying about
the Pacers were definitely crying.
Yeah, the Pacers coach was definitely
that shit is it all.
Who was saying something about the Denver
call out? No, nobody was saying anything. But there's what Bird's implying is that they making it a series now.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be a series anyway.
It's going 7. They knock them off in 7.
We're heading into halftime. This is High IQ Basketball with Brian Isley and Raymond Byrd. We'll be back after a word from our sponsor. This is halftime, and halftime is sponsored by If You Know, You Know Trivia Games. This is a trivia game created by a great friend of mine and friend to the show, Saquon Gillette. If You Know, You Know is a 90s to 2020s hip-hop and R&B trivia game. Is created by Saquon Gillette. As I said, it's Star Corner Production, Star Corner Games, and it's the game you never knew you needed. Guaranteed to have you singing, dancing, laughing, and reminiscing. You'll probably learn something too in the most fun way ever. It's for ages 13 and up, because with hip-hop we have explicit lyrics. But yeah, if you know, you know. Trivia game, get it on Amazon and wherever games are sold. That is our halftime sponsor. And welcome back to High IQ Basketball with Brian Isley and Raymond Byrd. This is the third quarter, and we're going to discuss the Boston Celtics. And I guess can they be had? We've seen them drop two home games when they were favored to win. Is it a lack of focus? Does it even matter? Are they that good? Even without Porzingis being out, does it really matter? Are they still favorite to be the overwhelming favorite to be the champions? Right?
I think they are. I mean, you go through their 1 through 5. They got four all-star caliber guys on the league, on their squad. And they all, everybody on that starting line, they all play defense. They can switch everything. Like, they got the perfect team. Like, you talking about for today's basketball, like, they got the perfect basketball team. They all can shoot the three. They can space the floor. Only thing they're really missing is probably a little bit with somebody who can score from the interior, from the post. But outside of that, they check all the boxes. That's why I say the only team that can really give them problems, so I would say it was Denver, is because Denver has a big, and that's their one thing, that they don't have a guy who they can throw on the floor and say, yo, Porzingis guard Joker. They still want to have to probably send help, and that probably opens it up for Denver. So outside of Denver, I don't think nobody can touch them.
Like you said, man, injuries. I feel like they should. I got them going to the finals, so it's really on them. And like you said, I feel like that last game definitely a lack of focus. I don't know what happened. It just like they wasn't there defensively.
Right.
You know what I mean? What's name? Drew is Drew. He gonna always be who he is. I don't know. And who even played well? Tatum?
I don't even remember. I didn't really watch that.
I think they just didn't play good as a team.
They shoot too many. They play too reckless. Too many 3-pointers. You know what I mean? They don't get away from if the 3-ball ain't falling, they don't get away from it. They don't start going to the rim. They just gonna shoot more threes. Eventually, they gonna start falling.
So you want them to change?
I mean, you
60+ win
I'm not saying
style of play.
I'm not saying stop doing what works. Obviously, it's worked. I'm just saying sometimes you make adjustments.
No, I agree with that.
3-ball ain't falling. Let me start to do a little something different. I think that can be their one thing that could compromise their championship aspirations is that when they can't shoot the ball well, they don't get away from it. They just keep chucking up more, and they don't have someone that they can throw the ball to on the block and go give me easy buckets.
I think a lot of times they won 64 games this season.
Right. I
think a lot of times they're so good and they're so stacked, and they outplay their dumb play, and they wind up beating teams despite lack of focus, turning the ball over, being loose with the rock. They have a lot of bad habits, but they're so good that
it
covers it up.
Yeah.
But what happens when they run into a team that exposes those bad habits consistently?
Who can?
You said Denver.
In the East.
Well, in the East, probably nobody.
It's a cakewalk. It's a cakewalk to the finals. I don't think nobody can touch them in the East. I think Denver's the only team, but I'm not even sure
they'll have a huge problem with Minnesota. You kidding me?
Explain why.
They have interior of the defense, like high level.
Right. I agree.
And but they have perimeter defenders as well.
They do. But I think Minnesota.
So what you mean? I feel like they could beat the Celtics in the finals.
They got a release point. If they get their release point is Gobert, and I think Boston has a team where they can stretch the floor all the way out. So when you Gobert, their starting lineup, Gobert will be stuck on Porzingis.
When 100% healthy, right?
When 100% healthy, he's not going to be able to sit in the paint because there's no joker. There's nobody that's posting up every single.
So who's out? What's the five that's out there right now
for Denver
with KP in starting lineup?
I think it's Horford starting at the 5.
No, I'm saying with KP in.
I think KP's at the 5. I think who they running at the 4.
They got KP. They got
Tatum.
They got Jalen.
Boy starting at the 4.
The bull with the what's the bull with
Brown, Drew,
Derek Williams. Yeah,
Derek White.
That's their 5 with Porzingis in the lineup.
4 is completely spaced out. Gobert can't sit in the paint on them.
No, they can.
Gobert's on the perimeter.
They got pieces, bro.
Skating.
They got pieces.
He don't do that much skating no more, bro.
He's better. Don't get me wrong. He's better, but he's not gonna be in the paint clogging the paint up.
Draymond Green.
KP beat me then.
Draymond Green has officially said
KP, you beat me.
Gobert is.
That's what you're going with. My bad. That's what you're going with. KP, you beat me then. I'm cool with that.
I don't think it's going to come down to KP beating them.
KP is not winning the series for you, in my opinion.
I'm not saying it's
gotta
not going to come down to that. It's just
is.
You're saying that their one advantage was that they got size, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking your size and putting it out here. Your size is on the perimeter. Cat is going to be guarding Tatum. You know what I mean? All your size is going to be on the perimeter with us.
I'm cool with Cat.
Lane's going to be open. Lane's going to be open. We're going to be shooting threes. We're going to be isolating.
You probably cool with Cat being out on the perimeter because he always out there anyway.
Yeah. They got Nas Reed too.
Nas is all solid pieces. I'm just saying is that advantage that you said that they have, they won't have that against Boston.
It is, if you take, let's say you are having problems, an adjustment would be, all right, Nas Reed go get in there. You let Nas Reed guard Tatum and you let Cat guard KP. So that's an adjustment.
All right. You think that's a good matchup?
That's what you have to go if Gobert is giving the problem. I'm saying if
that's what you got to go with. That's not an ideal. If you tell me I'm Boston, I got Tatum,
right,
my superstar. I'm gonna run isolation with him against Nas all day, and we gonna eat and we gonna be fine.
And you think that they just gonna let that happen and play basketball? They're gonna let you ISO the whole game.
Then you gonna start sending help, and we gonna shoot your head off. That's when you said that's what they've been doing to win 64 games.
That best case scenario, yeah. But
you're not doing that like you said, B. The bad habits were not gonna be covered up against a team like that. That's one of the best defensive teams in the NBA. So don't make it sit here and seem like they just gonna kill niggas.
His scenario can happen. Your scenario can happen too, and I've seen it where they send help. They shoot the gaps. They collapse. They blow everything up at the top.
Exactly.
And I've seen turnover city from Boston. And that when that happens, I've also seen them burn people alive when that happened too. Because it could go either way.
Because like you said, they're just that much better than the opposition. They're not. I don't think they're that much. I don't even know if they are better in terms of as a team than the Wolves are.
Wow.
Offensively, they are.
I think they're better.
Defensively,
I think talent-wise, they are by far the best team in basketball. I thought the only team that could put talent 1 through 7 on the board that was even close was the Clippers. And
I mean, their 1-2 punch is better. But after that,
I think if you say, who the best players in the series, you can go through your top 5 and you might go 3, at least 3 of them are going to be from Boston, maybe 4.
If just for scenario's sake, if the Wolves and Celtics is in a series battle, Ant-Man would probably be the best player on the floor.
I agree.
And then you got Tatum Brown.
So you don't think there's no argument? You don't think there's no argument with him and Tatum?
I didn't say it's not an argument. I'm just saying I'm gonna go with the dog. And he gonna guard. He'll guard Tatum if he gets to that point. Like he's like
Tatum guards.
He has that mentality though.
Tatum guards too. Tatum he's not a one trick pony. He ain't just scoring the ball. He plays everything they got in that lineup. Play defense.
I ain't saying that shit. But he gotta do better. Right now he on some bullshit right now.
It's easy right now, and he ain't pressed.
That's not
easy work right now.
That's the Ant-Man don't got Ant-Man like last night
he got to show up. He got to get
my fault last night. None of he
Ant-Man is pressed.
We ain't trying to hit it with that Tatum shit. Listen, you're 26 and you're not even proven in terms of championship wise. You can't walk around here and take games off in the playoffs. That come on.
Listen,
I'm not giving no passes.
Unfortunately for this argument, we will not get to see that.
Does Minnesota ain't get to the finals?
It's going to be Denver and Boston.
Man,
Denver go to the finals, they're gonna win it again.
So I don't know, man. But we talk about Boston. I'll reserve my thoughts for Minnesota at a later date. I think they're going.
It goes back to what you said, man. Lack of focus. That can't happen. That's all.
It can't happen.
They should have swept the Cavs. They should have swept the Heat.
Gentleman's sweep is good enough.
No.
4-1's good enough. You ain't got to sweep everybody. But they gonna be well rested when they get to the finals.
That one is at home. When you play a better team, say they do get to the finals, say they do play Denver in the finals, they go up 1-0, or they drop that first game. It's very possible they could drop their game at home. What happens then? What Boston team shows up when you drop that? When you known for dropping at least one of them, giving them the road team a split, you got the home court advantage throughout the entire playoffs. What good is that if you keep dropping games at home?
But just like you talk about dropping games at home, they've shown the ability to go on the road and handle business. They dropped that one game at the crib, and for round one, they went back and took the next two on the road.
Yeah.
They probably going to take the next two in Cleveland.
But with each round, the competition gets better and better.
I agree. But they just like you're talking about how they've been, they've shown weakness when they at the house. They've also been able to show the resiliency to go on the road and go get big wins. So it goes both ways, right? I think that they're the best team in basketball. And when the chips is on the table, all the pivotal games in the series, the 3, 5, and 7, they gonna be in Boston.
I think that you say they're the best team in basketball, but I bet you got Denver winning the chip.
I'm taking Boston, man.
Oh, you are?
I'm taking Boston. There's too much talent on the table. The same problems that Minnesota's giving Denver, Boston is gonna give them even more
I
problems.
need receipts on this guy right here. I feel like back a couple episodes he said Denver.
Did I say Denver? I might have said Denver.
I need receipts on you.
I might have said. Neil, chill. We ain't gonna do all that. We ain't gonna do all that. We ain't gonna do all that.
We need receipts on you.
We ain't got enough time for all that.
I did say that. I did say. Remember, I said it is Celtics chip to lose.
Yeah, you did say that.
I did say that. So I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying, I want to play a little bit of devil's advocate.
Yeah, you got to sometimes. We our listeners and our viewers have told us many times they don't like us when we agree too much.
I don't want to agree with you anyway.
I don't want to agree with you at all. Never.
Tired of your shit.
Yo, man, you gotta chill. Can we head into the fourth quarter? I know so we're gonna head into the fourth quarter. And the fourth quarter is it was game 2 of Minnesota and when Gobert and Minnesota and Denver, when Gobert had to leave, he didn't play the game because experiencing the birth of his child. A few people had something to say about that, including one Gilbert Arenas, who said the baby gonna be there when you get there, bro. Play.
Yo, it's a regular season. You go miss that game. You go go see your child born. Playoffs, you go play ball.
Damn, bro.
Or she gotta have that baby in where they was at? Where they was at? Was they wherever they at? Wherever city they in? She had that baby there, so I can do both.
Compromise the pregnancy.
Yeah, you're not able to fly when you like that.
so Gobert can play and give us this 15 and 15
game. This life that we live, this comfortable. You know what I mean? You probably having a baby and this whole floor to yourself. That's all because it is. You probably got the whole floor to yourself.
I get. It's
because it is.
To me, it's both.
They ain't gonna take it away because he went to go see the baby be born.
Listen, man, I'm hoping regular season, we go whatever games I gotta miss. I'm gonna miss them for that. Playoffs, nah.
They still won the game,
right? So you look at it now like it's not a big deal, but in that particular moment, you thought, "Oh shit, these motherfuckers! You took game 1. Now Gobert's out. Now you lost the opportunity.
People definitely had Denver winning that game,
right? You lost the opportunity. Gobert's out.
FaceTime.
Yeah, you got FaceTime on this at halftime.
I'm gonna tell you what Bron. I'm gonna tell you what Bron told me. It's just basketball.
Listen,
my
man.
Child is being y'all bugging right now.
You want to see?
No,
you ain't gonna see the child?
No. I'm not saying. I ain't mad at him for doing that.
What would you have done? You a hooper? What you would do? What would you have done? Let me give you a scenario. A real life scenario. You
gotta lead the witness.
Yeah. Let me give you a real life scenario. You got a wild wifey pregnant. She about to have a baby. You get a call. Yo, we got a contract set up for you to slide over to Russia. X amount of months. Bag is crazy. Bag you can't turn down. What you doing?
I can still.
I'm just saying you can't. You got to slide, go get this bread, or you going you.
That's not
you slide and go get
ultimatum.
Listen, I'm saying you slide and go get this bread. You gonna miss your child's birth. What you doing?
It's not the same thing.
It is. I'm just saying. What do you?
That's not even
answer my question. It's answer my question. What would you do?
You putting brothers between a rock and a hard
I'm asking you because I know exactly what I would do. What would you do?
Whoa.
Pause.
You gonna go get that bread?
No.
Nah, I had to get it back.
Stay home.
But it depends. I feel like it depends what baby it is. If it's my first one, if it's my second baby, I'm out. I don't need to see. Like,
You don't need to see the second one, boy.
no, I'm saying I already got one. So all right,
Y'all are
cool.
tripping. First of all, you know the second one is the most vocal one. They're gonna tell you about themselves when they
that's
get
fine.
the chance. They're
You
gonna
can tell me.
about
Tell me
themselves.
why you in this mansion.
Facts.
They not taking the mansion away for you going
That
to see
baby,
the birth
there's
of the
no baby that's remembering that you was at a birth.
Facts.
That's
You don't
not
even
the point.
remember.
That's not the point. Just to his point about the Christmases and stuff. These little kids don't give a they don't
Them
care
niggas
about that.
remember when they ate.
They don't remember when
9.
they don't remember. I seen people have birthday parties for 1-year-olds, 2 year. They don't give a shit about that. And they damn sure ain't gonna remember it. But that's not the point. I'm gonna remember it. It's my kid. I'm the parent. I want to experience the birth of my child, not just the first one, the second one too. I'm the one that made them.
I ain't missing no playoff game.
Nah, but like he said, if it's a bag and it's life changing because in his scenario where he put it, I gotta go.
But that's not the same as Gobert missing the game.
But I'm
He
going
still
by his
got the
scenario
bag.
I'm just
With
giving
Gobert,
Ace
I'm cool. I'm doing that.
So you missing the playoff game.
Yeah. What Gobert
You
did,
the guy. You the guy. You the
I'm
ant.
absolutely
You
missing the
ain't
game.
on that squad.
Absolutely.
I'm not
Family
missing that
first.
fucking game.
Family first.
I'm
You're
not, it's
not gonna lose any money. You're not gonna gonna get a
facts.
fine.
It's still family first. Ain't like I'm never seeing my kid because
Nah, I'm not missing my
as
birthday.
soon as the game over, I can go slide and go see my
I
kid.
already got 200 M. I'm
You-
cool, bro.
you
I'm
already-
gonna miss that game.
You just missed them.
I'm trying to win a chip. I'm gonna see the kid too, but just not gonna see it when they come out.
I'm not trying to miss. You just missed them. You missed that.
He stayed in the house. Shit, he stayed there because the
He
way he
wilded
got
out.
his ass.
He
Shout
wilded
out to
complete.
Gobert.
If
Shout
I
out.
was on the team, I'd have felt some type of way. Like, fuck is you doing? We'd have lost that game, and then we lost the series. Say we lost that joint in 7. I'd have blamed him.
That's
I probably
crazy.
requested that nigga be traded.
Terrible guy.
That one game break.
I'm just
God
saying, if
damn.
say you go 7 games in this series, right? And you lose the series, and it's heartbreaking game 7. Like, we could have won this joint in 6 if you had played.
I can't.
And we lost
wait.
that game too because of you.
I can't wait to get this clip.
I'm just telling you it's a playoff.
I don't like that, Ray.
Boy, these
What
comments.
you mean? Like what Arena said, your kid's going nowhere.
The game
Your
ain't going
kid don't
nowhere.
remember you cut the umbilical cord or not.
It's just basketball.
That's for you.
It's just basketball. It's just basketball.
that?
It's the birth of my
It's
child.
just basketball, man.
I'm trying to win the chip.
It's more things to life.
So you agree with Gil?
I agree with Gil, yeah.
Yeah, well,
Trying to win the chip.
Gil's a nut.
Yeah, right.
He's a nut, man. I would never take advice from him. Basketball, maybe because he played at a high level, but I'm not taking advice.
Dude,
I'm not taking fatherhood advice from him.
Right. I'm not taking any advice from it. It's the same dude that brought the OK Corral to his locker room. I'm cool off what anything Gil talking about, especially when it comes to being a good person.
Not gonna see. Come on, man. I got 200 M's, man. I'm going to see my kid get.
Can y'all remember that any birthday after that, if Ray goes to play, right, that their kid's gonna have proof he was not there for their birth. Like,
How they going
he's
to
like, you're on camera.
only
playing.
reason my kids know I was there because I took a video. That's the
No,
only proof.
What he's saying
I'm
is
saying-
they're gonna know you're not there because everybody talked about
Yeah.
you not being there. You're in the league.
We would not even be talking if Gobert played. They'd be like, "Yeah, Gobert's got a child being born." All this attention wouldn't be on it. It's only attention on it because he didn't play.
There would be some people like me. It's like, why are you playing? You're bugging. You're
Nobody's
supposed to be.
saying that. Nobody's.
I'm
it's
saying
only-
it right
it's-
now.
It's only attention because he decided not to play. It's more attention on it because he decided. If he had played, we would not be talking about it right now. We wouldn't be. We would not have a quarter dedicated to, how do you feel about Gobert playing and having a kid born the same? You wouldn't give a fuck.
There would be people talking about it. There would be people asking the question, same as now, should he have played or should he not have played?
Man, hoop, man. If I lose this motherfucking series, I want you out of here. If I'm in it. For real.
You and the kid, huh?
Damn, yo, you ruthless.
It's a championship, man. We got an opportunity here.
All right, so born or God forbid someone passes away. You're not missing that game still?
What you mean? A funeral?
Yeah.
A funeral?
You giving scenarios now. I'm gonna give you a scenario.
Funeral for who? And that
Wow.
matter. Yeah,
Somebody close to you and your family.
All right, a playoff game.
Yo, you an asshole, bro.
Chill.
Think about that. It's unbelievable.
Yo, we're sending this to your wife, dude.
Listen, man. It's a lot of ways to say goodbye to
God
somebody.
dang. It's a lot of ways to say goodbye to
It's
somebody. Oh, we on FaceTime the funeral then. Wild
a lot
boy,
of
man.
ways to say goodbye to somebody.
Wild boy, man.
Yo, you a hooper. So I'm a little surprised at you, man.
Yeah, but I love my family first.
I love my family too. I've been there for all.
You said
you
you said put myself in Gobert shoes.
right.
I'm 200 M's up. Why I'm missing that game, bro?
A regular season game. I'm with you.
It ain't game 7.
Playoff game.
It's
You
game
might
2.
not. You might not get game 7 because you missed game 2.
Nah, I'm missing that. If I'm in his shoes, I
What
don't
if it
mind
was
it.
Ant? Ant, same thing. Ant, a superstar. So Ant out, you definitely losing. So you cool with Ant missing Gobert, even though he important, he's a role player. So if Ant decided to,
You just
go
keep on
see
trying to
his-
find ways to source the.
I'm just trying because Ant is a little bit more important. Ant don't play, you're losing.
It don't matter who you put in that situation. I'm still gonna say, you know what I mean.
Mike playing. I know Mike hooping.
Mike is not
Mike
is not really a
hooping.
good person though.
You really just mentioned Michael Jordan. You really just mentioned
Tang Eyes. I'm a Brian to go to me. Tang Eyes hooping.
you just literally mentioned probably the worst human being
Yeah,
that
he's
ever said
terrible.
foot.
Why are we tagging him like that?
Because you mentioned him. You wasn't even gonna be a part of this. Anything.
Why are we tagging him as the one of the worst human beings? Like,
Did you see The Last Dance?
I mean, some people will call
He's
that wild
he's a
competitive.
complete piece of shit. Are you kidding me?
Waving
And
kids
that's
off of autographs. He's a wild boy. Yo.
and that's the guy you want to model yourself after?
Mike would have played. That's all I know.
He literally, that's 100% facts. Play and win at all costs. Even missing he would definitely miss the birth of his kids. No question. Kobe too.
Kobe hooping, no question.
You think so?
Yeah, hell yeah, Kobe
Absolutely.
hooping.
Kobe was really family oriented.
I seen Kobe take a flight to go for a trial for his life, get back on the flight and go play. And get busy.
That's birth that we talking.
No, we talking about we talking about your life on the line.
I don't
important
got
too.
that. I don't think Kobe doing that.
Eric Kobe hooping you, but
He literally, he's
Kobe
playing.
Mike, same type dude.
No, Kobe's a good person.
Oh my God.
Mike ain't a good. For him, if y'all say he's this person, his young boys seem to fuck with him crazy. All them kids
you a
fuck with him.
billionaire. What would you?
Yeah,
We didn't see the opposite though.
He
We
got-
didn't see you got all the money and the kids don't rock with
He
you.
got $3 billion.
I'm just saying, we didn't see you got all the money in the world and your kids still don't fuck with you.
I never seen.
These
I
kids
never.
fucking
How many
heavy.
times you seen pictures or anything with Mike and his sons together? That actually. Shaq is always with his kids. Bron always like. I never see Mike really. You? No.
I've
'Cause
seen a
Mike
few.
old school. He don't want no.
Oh my.
He don't want no photography out there when he with his kids.
Well, he on there, yeah, but he in the crowd with big jeans and tango
He
hats.
don't want no photography. He don't want no flashing because his eyes might fall out.
Shit's just yellow.
Tang eyes out this one. That's what I call it.
So we're gonna land on you. You would have went to see your child born. You wanted to go see your child born. Neil, you'd have went to go see your child born?
Absolutely.
Yo, y'all two out there.
He trying to get somebody.
Trying to get somebody-
Anybody to make him not feel
What
crazy.
would you have did? You would have missed the playoff game, or you want to go see it? You thinking about it?
Kind of like what he said. If it was like my first one, maybe not.
If it's not okay, so you're agreeing with Kahlil.
The third one, I'm not missing.
You hooping? What about my man? What about you?
I would have. We up 1-0, so I would have
All right.
went. We was down 0-1. I wasn't going.
You see that? You see where you know what I mean? It's a scenario.
Fences. You
It's
just
a
all over the
scenario.
fence. Fuck my kids. That's basically what you're saying.
Yo, I'm gonna see him. You look like I'm never seeing him. I'm just playing ball for the rest of my life.
Dang, fuck my kids is crazy.
That is crazy. Hey man, listen. We right.
Induce her after the game.
No,
We
Induce her
right.
after the game.
I don't want to be inside.
It looked like I was right.
Turns out he had the,
It
he had
looked
the
like I
killer
was right.
mentality. Yeah, there it is.
That's cool. You know what I mean?
Was that the fourth quarter?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was it.
Oh, all
That was
right.
the fourth quarter.
Looked like I was right then.
That's right. That's cool. I'm still a good person.
Yeah, my morals is good. I'm good.
I'm straight. I can sleep at night. I'll take this L. It's all good. We headed into the OT. First off, I want to address something real quick. Shannon Sharp had addressed Shaquille O'Neal's comments to Joker, saying Shaq said that he felt that SGA should have won MVP, like right to Joker. Wasn't no middleman, anything. He said it right to his face. I felt though SGA should have won. Now, Shannon Sharp is of the mindset that Shaq was hating on Joker a little bit. He didn't have to necessarily say that. Just congratulate him, ask him a few questions like media do, and move on. Then save your thoughts for maybe inside the NBA or something after the game. You didn't have to directly tell him that. Well, Shaq took offense to that, as Shaq does, and runs down this whole soliloquy about if you're not top 10 in your profession, you can't speak on me. I know what you really did to get here. All this other speculatory bullshit that ain't got nothing to do with what Shannon Sharp said about Shaq. The bottom line here for me is that I think Shaq is jealous. I think Shaq is bitter in some ways. I think Shaq is envious. And Shaq has said this on several occasions. When he hears GOAT debates, when he hears stuff like that, he feels like he's slighted because he's not in a conversation. But he also has taken accountability and has said why he's not in a conversation. And a lot of that goes to Shaq's unwillingness to get himself in peak condition in the offseason. He's also said things like, I got hurt on company time. I'm a heel on company time. Wait for the whole summer to get a surgery that he could have got in the summer and be ready for training camp. He's taken weeks and multiple games off to get right. And that was the main reason for his feud, among other things, with Kobe. That's why they couldn't get along. And Shaq has admitted to these things. So for him to jump on Shannon Sharp and to get and to put out a diss track, are you fucking kidding me?
Trash too.
Super trash.
What does that have to do with anything that Shannon Sharp said? And Shannon Sharp was still graceful. He still said, look, am I as good a football player as Shaq is a basketball player? No. But I know that I'm the best that I could have been because I maximized everything, all of my God-given talent by working hard, by eating right, by staying in the gym, by being prepared and ready at all times. Shaq is angry and Shaq is bitter because he knows deep down in his heart that even though he's arguably top 10 all time, top 5 centers all time, arguably most dominant to ever play, he knows that he left some stuff on the table. And he knows that he left stuff on the table because of him. And he can't blame anybody else but himself. Rant over.
Shaq, yeah, man. Shaq work ethic was just
trash.
Well, it wasn't it. I mean, that's why him and Kobe, like you said, that's why they clash. But that was corny as hell. And that's crazy because I fuck with Shaq. That kind of, I don't know, that rubbed me the wrong way. Pause. I don't like that.
I dig it. You got anything to say about it before we move on?
I mean, that diss track was trash. I mean, why would you go at Sharp? No, y'all should be rocking with each other.
Yeah, there's one thing.
Y'all should be supporting each other. Why would you go at his head over something light? You know what I mean?
I left out, and I think the main reason why he really got at him, really got at Shannon crazy. Sharp was just voted #1 sports personality by Complex. Shaq and Chuck and TNT and all those guys have been the #1 sports show for many years. And now many people consider Shannon to be the guy in that field.
He one of them.
He one of them.
Yeah, he one of them.
Absolutely. But get into the next OT topic. I know you couldn't wait to talk about this. And I know you don't want to talk about it at all. But hey, it is what
my
it
little
is.
2 cents. I thought it was 2 cents, but I did hear the tracks. So
Kendrick, Drake, it's over. Kendrick won.
I heard it wasn't over though.
It's over. It's a done deal. Did you hear that tap out record Drake put out?
Yeah.
The Heart Part 6.
Yeah, I heard it.
He that's audio tapping out. The audio tap out. That's exactly what he did. It's a rap concession. He quit.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't? I'm telling you. I listened to the song. He quit. Ray.
That's an opinion.
Listen, man. It was fun. It was good for hip hop. Ain't nobody dying. There's no fighting. It was all music.
Actually, people got shot. 2 people.
Was that it?
Weeknd's bodyguard and Drake's bodyguard. So somebody got shot.
Listen, I mean,
That's part of was it not part of the beef? Right or wrong? I'm asking you a question because we spoke about this before. So
I mean, I guess
people around here, they don't got to be the actual artist.
I guess we can interject himself into it. But in regards to Kendrick and Drake, it stayed peaceful. It stayed music. And everybody should be sea walking. Man, not like us is out there, man. Enjoy this moment, man. It's a great moment. You hate that.
My favorite songs is on his joint 616 and Meet the Grams.
Grab your shit, man.
I don't like that.
Your shit, bro. You don't like Nightlight?
I don't like that one.
That shit is top 5 diss song ever. That shit is super hard.
Now you wildin'.
No, I'm not. That shit is back to back on steroids.
I agree.
That shit is.
But dude, y'all don't like Drake though.
No.
I listen to both.
I got a Drake. I can go on my phone. I can go on my. I got a Drake playlist that I listen to faithfully.
Oh, my bad. Then you go.
No,
you don't like Drake.
I don't. No, I like Kendrick Lamar more. There's a difference. Okay. I was the first to come out and say, and he disagreed with me. I said Push-Ups was decent. I like Push-Ups. I liked it, but then Euphoria came out.
I don't like that one. I don't. Those 2 though. I told you which 2 I like.
Listen. I love
616. 616 is probably the best one.
I love 616. That's my personal favorite one, but I know how much of a bop Not Like Us is. That shit thump.
Oh, you mean like this song in terms of they play in the club? I get that.
He gonna get a Grammy.
That
for
shit
that
is a classic.
He gonna get a Grammy for that shit.
I think that song is horrendous. I hate it.
You hate it?
Yeah.
Why?
I just don't like it.
You in that you in the clubs. I know you ain't partying to that.
No.
They just showed LeBron 2-step into it.
And that's Drake's man.
I ain't no follower. I don't care about LeBron.
No, I'm just saying. It's hilarious that LeBron is 2-step into that, considering
and Drake is his man.
Yeah.
I mean, like y'all said, it's just hip hop, right?
It's just hip hop.
It's just basketball. It's just hip hop.
That's why
Drake ain't taking Drake tearing down his posters, burning his signed LeBron jerseys. They ain't friends no more after that.
You really think so?
Yeah, I think Drake
got that.
I think Drake like that. I think it's a line in the sand. Like you Drake or you Kendrick.
I don't like that part.
That's how it is though.
I don't.
That's
like
why
that.
you had a lot of people. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah,
but
go ahead.
You had a lot of Gillies and people like that were they don't want to fuck up their relationship with Drake. They don't want to fuck up the money. You know, we could potentially get an interview with Drake. So I'm gonna make sure I side with Drake. I don't want to. It's not just the relationship with Drake. It's everything that's attached to him. You know what I mean? Other people ain't gonna fuck with me because they don't want to seem like they going against Drake. So that's why you got a lot of people siding with him in this situation, trying to. Smooth it. Like
I knew you would push that narrative.
That's just it's true. It's wild true. Because Drake can shut your shit down.
I mean, it's possible, but everybody's not gonna side with Kendrick. That's just how it is. Reality. Some people gonna like Drake. A lot of people gonna like Kendrick too.
If you could walk away from this after hearing all the music and say, Drake, if you say Drake won, you're like the one referee at the fight who got it 115, and everybody else got it 117, 111, where the guy was knocked on the ground 4 times and you still got it a tie. You're that ref.
Yeah.
This was one-sided.
Music is subjective.
Right. Exactly.
There are fans that are going to side with Drake no matter what.
Like, cause I said, I'm, I listen to Drake. I don't really listen to Kendrick like that. Like I do. I like the only album I like is Damn. It's the only one I like. Other than that, I'm listening to nothing else.
All right.
So I do listen to him, but get in my car, nah, you're not gonna ever hear that nigga in my car.
You need to play Not Like Us in your car.
No, I'm good. I was in my one of my homies whips. He had that joint on. I looked at him like, bro, I almost slapped him while he was driving. But anyways, I said K-Dot won because I think all Drake's tracks was good. I just think that he wasn't focused enough on K-Dot only, and he was right at Drake instead of looking at K-Dot and saying, "Here, I'm coming at you." He trying to go at Kim, then ASAP Rocky, then. Nigga, just focus on this person. That's the loss right there.
ASAP Rocky got the meanest bars from Drake. Like
that's what I'm saying. Why you just talk to? You know what I mean, him? Like you. That's why I think that's another reason why that I feel like he lost. If
he was shooting at everybody,
you can't hit everybody.
Maybe you ain't have
Kendrick did a drive by just for you.
Maybe you ain't have enough firepower for one person.
He needed that.
Maybe you ain't have enough dirt on the ball.
He needed that contract.
So you had to spread it out.
I don't know if it's that. I just feel like so many people trying to come at his neck. He trying to.
At some point, it turned into Kendrick and Drake. All the other people.
I said he lost.
Nobody was. We wasn't. I didn't care about the Ross diss joint. I didn't care about none of that shit. That shit ain't hold no weight. It was them two. That's all I wanted to hear. He could have ignored all the other motherfuckers, and that shit wouldn't have changed anything.
Yeah. And as far as like Will Miller said, nobody wants to see the undercard after the main event. So Ross and Game, y'all could kill that shit.
Trash. Game is just gangbang and be quiet, man. It's over.
I think moving forward, I think Drake gonna be okay. I hope no goofy stuff happens, like somebody gets sued or some corny shit like that. Just leave it on wax. Leave it as is. The better MC won. And it is what it is. Move on. Drake's still gonna make monster hits. Kendrick is back. Kendrick gonna win a Grammy for this shit. So I mean, it was good for hip hop. It was good for rap. It was enjoyable.
Wow, allegations. Crazy. Wow,
allegations coming from both sides.
Mm-hmm. A lot of lies in raps.
Right.
Another reason why I can't really respect it.
Right. Tupac said, I effed your wife. Nobody knows if that's true or not, but people rocked with it. Nobody knows if that's true. Only Tupac and Faith know if that's true. But the whole world ran with it because Tupac said it. Tupac said Biggie and them set him up and got him shot. Me personally, that's a damn lie.
I agree.
And they all battled on a lie. They had a complete war and two cats died because they was fighting on a lie. Nas said Jay-Z was calling him when he was getting ran in buildings. That's cap. It's not true. Jay-Z wasn't calling him when he was doing Hawaiian Sophie with Jazzo. Jay-Z was in London. The fuck is Nas talking about? But people ran with it.
We don't niggas is lying, man.
Good on the track.
It sound good on the track. These motherfuckers, all of them lied. All of them. Styles P told Beanie Siegel he'll kill you and everybody in your family. Ain't nobody get touched in that battle. Not a single person. All these MCs cap. It's just good for wax. I take it with a grain of salt. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to nobody. Except, unfortunately, Big and Pac. And that's because Pac lied. Lying ass Tupac. We gotta leave it there because I'm getting pissed off. East Coast, West Coast. Hell, bullshit. And Hit 'em Up is trash. This has been High IQ Basketball with Brian Isley and Raymond Byrd. We'll catch y'all next week. If you're going to a baby shower and you need a gift, I have the perfect solution for you. Go to Honeybee Cakes on Macari. Honeybee Cakes specializes in affordable diaper cakes. They make the perfect gift for the new addition to the fam. Search Honeybee Cakes on Macari today. Hey everybody, this is Brian Isley, comedian extraordinaire, asking you guys to download Logo, the Isley album, and Uno, the One Take album. I have 3 albums. They're all on Spotify. They're all on iTunes. They're all on Tidal. Streaming well right now, but I need more support. I need you guys to go and download these albums, man. Download Logo, Laugh or Get Offended. Download the Isley album and download Uno, the One Take album. And they are available where you stream all your music. They're hilarious because I made them. So download these albums today and get your laugh on.
How you doing? This is Neil Wood from the Cult of Us podcast, speaking on behalf of Drop 10 Media Network, the network you're currently listening to. Make sure to check out all the other podcasts on the network. You can go to drop10.com to check them all out. Make sure to like, subscribe on everything that you see Drop 10 on. We appreciate it. Go to drop10.com now.
I'ma have to tie my Nikes for this one. I'ma go for like a quadruple double. I'm playing the game to win, and greatness come from within. The only time you lose if you only never begin. Gotta be like the shoes and just do it. The clock is winding down, so now shoot it. If fortune favors the bold, that's why I keep on just winning. If timing is just the essence, then I'ma keep on just spending. I'm worth a couple of bucks, shout out to Antetokounmpo. Dropping in Bebo facts that seeping into your bloopers. Advising like Tony Kukoc, we getting into it mucho. Directing all these plays like my name was Tony Russo. Ballin', that's how we do, so I'm going in for the win. Penetrate the lane like we way back in 2010. I'm stomping straight in my Timbs, the basics just like I'm Tim. I'm dunking on you haters, a poster is where you live. It's magic all in my wrist, that Curry we going swish. It's showtime like the 80s, basketball is where we live. I'm highly gifted and skilled, I'm going in for the kill. The game is on the line, Raymond Byrd, hey yo, what's the deal? Pass it to Brian Isley, I bet he probably surprised me. High IQ basketball is just showing it's not a hobby. Playing the game to win, and greatness come from within. The only time you lose if you only never begin. Gotta be like the shoes and just do it. The clock is winding down, so now shoot it. We playing the game to win, and greatness come from within. The only time you lose if you only never begin. Gotta be like the shoes and just do it. The clock is winding.
This has been a Drop Tent Media production.